Yo, how you guys doing today? And welcome back to my YouTube channel, and happy new month to every one of my viewers, and happy new month to every of my subscribers. And if today is your first time seeing me on your screen, my name still remains the heartbeat of nations. And if this is your first time watching my video, please consider clicking on the subscribe button. And for my whole subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And today I have an interesting topic. I mean, this question was asked, and a lot of people was making article comments, you know. So today I decided to bring it to you guys, and it is a very interesting topic, or should I say topic or question. And the question is that it said, in West Africa, why do African Americans choose to move to Ghana or visit Ghana instead of Nigeria? And when this question was asked, there was a lot of comments and articles. So without wasting much of your time, I'm just going to go straight to the point and read some of the articles for you, and the comments too. But for you, why, if you are from Ghana, if you are from West Africa, this is not about Ghana and Nigeria. This is the whole of West Africa. If you are West Africa, why do you think African America moved to Ghana instead of Nigeria? Or why do you think West Africa moved to Ghana instead of other West Africa countries? And we know Benin Republic, Togo, those people don't speak English, so it might be understandable. But why did they choose Ghana over Nigeria? So let's hear what people have to say about this. And this guy said, honestly, said they are probably a myriad of reasons, passive or real. He said, I know a lot of people, we know the reason why, and we leave comment, but I am sure many Nigerians are not bothered about this. Do you know the population of Nigeria? No. Nigeria are not actively looking for African Americans to move to Nigeria. Land is expensive enough as it is in Lagos. He said, and most of AAS will move to Lagos, Nigeria, also not want people to come and start loading it all over them. Just my take, I may be wrong. So that was from Joy, you know, that was from Joy. And this guy said, there is no way to know how many Africans and African Americans are in which countries abroad. He said, because of US government does not track that information. Immigration from the United States is the process where individuals from the United States move to live in other African countries, creating an American diaspora overseas America. So the process is the reverse of the immigration in the United States. The United States does not keep track of immigration and count of Americans abroad, and that's only available based on statistics kept by the destination countries. Said host countries might track it, but I doubt that they are tracking the racial numbers. Ghana is the most loud about its African American population there, but I have seen estimates that range from 3,000 to 10,000. A huge gulf. Said I have also seen a report that I've also seen a report put out by the Congressional Black Caucus that says that most African American businesses in Africa are actually located in Nigeria. However, a few issues with that, namely, does not number count Nigeria Americans as an African American. Perhaps not. I don't know. But either way, it will seem to mean that there are more African Americans in Nigeria than assumed. The reality is, no one knows how many African Americans are in which Africa countries. The host countries themselves will have to better track that data. I think Ghana is more up to promote its African American population, which lend credence to the idea that African America prefer Ghana to other countries. It might be true, but I have no other way of confirming. Nigeria seems to be rather blast about it. The attitude seems to be African America can come if they want, or they could not. It's all good. African American YouTubers seems to be more focused on Ghana and Gambia as well, which probably had to hate. Okay, that was for an article from one of the people, and this one said, understanding something, Nigeria is a fantastic place to live and have a peace of mind. There is no place like Nigeria. He said, however, two things needed to achieve this. Money, that's number one, and number two, willing to adapt. Money explains everything. You will escape all the irritation of the common man, like constant blackout, poor transport, and security. By the time you get a house in an upper class neighborhood with an overpowered plan, an armed guard, and an SUV or two, you will live a carefree life. So Nigeria is in constant organized chaos. What is that? Well, there is a chaos in every aspect of life. If you go the correct way, you will kill yourself. We Nigerians had organized this chaos to work for us. Here are a few examples so you can understand. He said, if you need to renew your passport, you will spend days in lines and running from one office to office. If you are lucky, in few weeks you will get your passport, or call over one of the immigration officers that are hanging around the gates doing nothing. You will be going home in few hours with your passport in hand. All it costs is extra 20%. Easier and faster than the US or the UK. So here is another. To drive your car here, you need road tax, car inspection, clearance, insurance, certification of car ownership, tinted glass permit, or anything they dream up next. So different office, different location. You will spend days running around, or call one of the guys hanging outside any of the office, give him your phone number and negotiate the cost. Go for a beer, he will call you with all the documents in few hours. So that is the organization we had made heart of our chaotic everyday. Enforcement is impossible. Majority of Nigerians do not even know what tax is. These that know do not pay, and it is so low in the first place. Nigeria has a driving code that no one knows, including the police, what is speeding or right of way. So Nigeria is fun, but you have to be the one that make it so. And this person said, I believe that because I was there in March and it's crazy. And he said, no lie, life is fine in the green, white, green if you has the green of the USD. This person said, Nigeria has a driving code that no one knows, including the police. You just make my day. He said, yes, you should definitely move to Nigeria. Then after 2 weeks, you will know the authentic answer to your question. It's funny, it sounds like a lot like what I recently experienced in Zimbabwe. He said, make sure you learn. This one said, make sure you learn how to shoot a arrow. You are going to need it. It is illegal to own a firearm in other than a shotgun in Nigeria. So the level of crime in Nigeria, capital murder, corruption, etc., is among the highest in the world. And previously mentioned, get a arrow in this case, or 12 gun is better than nothing. He said, you are really bent on projecting a negative image for Nigeria. However, the truth is, going by trend, is that an African American is by far much safer driving in the street of Nigeria than in the street of the United States, that's the US. He said, and just to let you know, the US State Department has recommended that the US citizens avoid travel to these friendly countries of Nigeria. Data dated on the 17th of 2017. I mean, before I continue, let me address that. Although the US Department will always say this country is not safe, that country is not safe. Yes, it's always propaganda. Yes, you heard that right. This is not about being a Nigerian or not being a Nigerian. In fact, the US will tell you the whole of Africa is not safe. But every weekend, every day, everybody is every weekend, people are getting shot in the street of the United States. But they will never tell you their country is not safe. They will tell you their country is the best in the world in terms of security. But they are the one killing themselves. Anyway, let me continue. And this guy said, there's no word I hate more than best and better. That's because those are relative terms which depend on what exactly you are talking about. There are areas where Ghana is better than Nigeria and vice versa. Ghana has a higher standard of living and it generally cleaner and has lower level of crime and unrest. It also has relatively better educational institutions. Nigeria, on the other hand, is more economically valuable, which means that more money can be made in Nigeria and businesses do better in terms of volume. Nigeria also is better for entertainment. So really, it depends on what you are referring to. And this person said, Vikas, he said, I have stayed for 15 years in Nigeria and now 5 years in Ghana. Ghana is peaceful, stable, and more predictable. Nigeria is also a lovely country, a bit with its little downers like constant traffic, crime, and some would say corruption, which make it little less attractive for foreigners to plan a long-term career move. So working in Nigeria has plenty of pluses like bigger market size and larger volume, which are a constant challenge in Ghana. Having said that, I feel both countries are making rapid improvement in banking, infrastructure, and civil rights, which I think will make West Africa as a whole a nice place to visit, stay, work in the coming decades. This person said, Joanne said, Nigeria is known for scamming using social media to take America's money. A couple of years ago, I read that they stole over $278 billion from Americans in the USA. I'm afraid to use social media because I always in up with them asking for money, pay university fees, buy a car or Amazon card. I heard Ghana is a better place to live, but they have gangs and scammers. Nigeria is the kingdom of stealing and they have no conscience. It's like America hold them something. Anyway, before I continue, let me address this one as well. Listen, this one was from Joanne. Nigeria has scammers. We have been hearing this for a very long time, but I will still tell you that the scammers in Nigeria are learning when it comes to scamming compared to the scammers in the US. There are a lot of scammers in the US. People don't want to talk about that. The US citizens scam themselves a lot of money, a lot of billions of dollars in every year. But they will always, as usual, they will always find somebody to blame for their own crime or something. You heard what he said. He said, but I heard that Ghana is blah, 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 but Ghana has gang and scammer. He still find a way to paint Ghana. So that's why, and if you look at his picture, I mean, he look like African American or white, I don't know. But they will, like I said, they will always find a way to paint Africa black. I mean, you have to paint Africa, make Africa look horrible. So, but let me continue. He said, well, in my own experience, peace is the most important thing in every country. When there is no peace in the country, you can never feel comfortable and establishment of business may not secure. So due to this reason, most foreigners will be afraid to come and settle in the country and do business, and can say Ghana is the most peaceful country in West Africa. With the reason mentioned above, Ghana is better than Nigeria. So it's difficult to answer. It's difficult to answer because the criteria for assessment has not been listed. However, I have a Nigerian friend who tell me that they feel like they are in heaven whenever they arrive in Ghana from Nigeria. That I think is a fair indicator. Yes, this one said yes. Yes, I am a Ghanaian. Yes, I am a Ghanaian in Nigeria. It's best to make money and enjoy it back home. Businesses pick up faster in Nigeria. And Tahira Mohammed said, Ghana and Nigeria both hold the key to killing corruption in West Africa and bringing the region into 21st century. With all the engineers and talented individuals, there is no reason why in 2021 there will still be electricity and water issues. When I was there during the COVID-19 lockdown, people were going hungry because there is no social system in place. The cost food in Ghana goes up rapidly. than the cost food in Western countries where people have higher salaries that compete with the cost of living. In addition, Ghana needs to show better support to their farmers, but the government tricked them into using GMO seed and import vegetables from abroad that grow right in their country, right in the country. So there was a time both Ghana and cedis, Nigeria and Naira was almost the same value as British pound, but corruption weakened the monetary value. Okay, let me address that before I move on. He said there was a time when Nigeria, Naira, and Ghana cedis was almost as powerful as pounds. For me, I think you waste they purposely do that to make Africa currency weak. Because if our currency and our currency are as strong as I mean that our currency and their currency are in the same range, I don't think most of us will be traveling outside the country, you know, because for we Africa, we are the Western ATM machine. Because the more we troop in, the more we make more money for them, so that we do everything to make the continent of Africa unbearable for us, so that we will always run to them, thinking they are the Messiah, not knowing that they are killing us in silence. This one said, let me continue, guys. This one said, Afam Oji, I think the area you have mentioned are the key area that people think of when such comparison comes up. Said, economy's viability in terms of making money in a place or entertainment without a higher standard of living. Cleanliness, lower level of crime and unrest really means not better. From what you just described, Ghana is better. He said, Ugozi, exactly what I was thinking. Afam Oji just answered, just confirmed that the question is affirmative. And Emmanuel Musa, Emmanuel said, neatness depends on where you have visited or live in Nigeria. There are places that are as neat as some, neater than when you may be referring in Ghana. Surprisingly, some places in Ghana are also as much as dirty as the ones you know in Nigeria. The crime rate in Nigeria only got worse and very bad, as said in recent time, and will not be so for too long. Remember that with more children, is every much made to face the challenges, trouble, and some children and economic issues than the ones with much more few children. Not so you will find more economically stable individual in Ghana than in Nigeria. Not at all. You will know that yourself. And this guy said, I have been going to Ghana for the past 20 years. My son is Afghanian, and if both governments, Ghana and Nigeria, work together to establish a social system that Nkrumah tried to put in place before he was forced into exile, both countries could easily lead West Africa. But unfortunately, the government are both selfish and care nothing about their own people. Sadly, neither country is doing anything to bring back their diaspora who live abroad and are more successful in Western countries than in their own. So both Ghana and Nigeria have intelligent people abroad, and they are desperately needed in Ghana and Nigeria. That's true. That's true. And this person said, a couple of years ago, I would say Nigeria is better than Ghana, but now Ghana is better than Nigeria. I am so many aspects. Sometimes aside, sentiment aside, I am in Nigeria who did her secondary school in Ghana. The country is peaceful. The most important need for every country, the most important thing for any country, they have always tried to provide basic human amenities. They are getting better with their economy, social life, etc. Yes, Nigeria is bigger market, but what is used if the government messes up every forward-thinking opportunity? Nigeria is living on past glory, giant of Africa glory, which Nigeria is living in on the past giant of Africa glory and making it, whereas Ghana has gone back to the drawing board and drawing out the plan to move ahead, not backward. And this person said, given the insecurity conditions in Nigeria, I will always choose Ghana over Nigeria. All in all, I agree with the writer of the article. But this common sensical question must be asked. If I make all the money in the world and don't have peace of mind to enjoy it, then I should not rather have it at all. That's true though. When it comes to peace of mind, personally for me, I would rather have money. I would rather have peace of mind over money anytime, any day, because I don't want to die before my time, you know. And this one said, yes. He said, yes, rather like making all the money in Nigeria and building or buying a home in Ghana and residing in Ghana, which I understand a lot of Nigerians do. That will continue to make Ghana rise. So that's it, guys. And what do you think? Do you think if these two governments, like government of Nigeria and Ghana, do a collaboration to really make West Africa the best part of Africa, do you think this would work? And you know, because I think the development of Africa cannot be done by one country, honestly. And it cannot be done by one country. We need a joint collaboration. We need a joint collaboration to make sure Africa will be safe for everyone, so that our brothers and sisters in diaspora can come back with rest of mind without being fear of being kidnapped, or there's no water, or there's no light. I mean, let me know what you think on the comment section. But the whole thing, this is the reason why African Americans are moving to Ghana instead of Nigeria in West Africa. Do you think it's because of the insecurity? Do you think it's because of the corruption? Do you think it's because of the lack of electricity in Nigeria? Let me know what you think on the comment section. And like I said, if this is the first time, please consider clicking on the subscribe button, like this video, and share this video. God bless Africa. God bless our motherland. I will definitely see you on my next video. Peace out.